Kirk, tell us more.
Well, we love you two. And it's, I was trying to think about how long it's been since you were here. Has it been a year, or what do you think?
Less than a year. I
It
think
was-
You were
in
here
February.
individually
Yes.
recently.
Yeah, February, just before we released Coming Home Molly, I think we came
Well,
in.
delighted to have you back. We have Alicia Best, Robert Jackson, a.k.a. A Different Thread. And you've been here before, and so, we like to just jump in and play a song. Whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
Sure. I'm going to play our current latest single. This is called Sorrow Brings Me Joy. Woke up on the wrong side, at least I'm not dead. I saw one magpie for sorrow, thinking I could use some bread. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife today? Even sorrow brings me joy. Even if tomorrow brings me the blues today, sorrow brings me joy. I took a walk in the sunshine. When will I learn? Keeping on the sunny side always gets me burned. You're sitting in the shade now, throwing it at me. But today, even sorrow brings me joy. Even if tomorrow brings me the blues today, sorrow brings me joy. The devil can't come knocking if we don't have a door. Same goes for fortune, we don't live here anymore. We've been chasing loose ends, running like a thread. But today, even sorrow brings me joy. Even if tomorrow brings me the blues today, sorrow brings me joy. Even if tomorrow brings me the blues today, sorrow brings me joy. Yeah, today, sorrow brings me joy.
Sorry about that microphone.
A Different Thread, and everybody, there's a fabulous video. I was watching it with my beer over
So
before
good.
the show. Get out there to adifferentthread.com. And where was that filmed?
In Sheffield, in the UK,
Nice.
we filmed this music video spontaneously in one day during the lockdown.
We'll see if Robert can change strings and talk about the UK simultaneously.
Yeah.
Apparently he can.
You know what? The best thing, man, I enjoyed that of Alicia, you leaning back in the bags of pine straw, but what I really liked was Robert swinging on the lamppost.
Yeah.
And it seemed that you have tremendous, strength. Well, how were you up there for half an hour or so? I think.
Must have been, at
It
least.
felt like hours, but in the name of art, I will do what it takes. We were experiencing a lot of heaviness at the time, and as we all were, and we needed a little way to kind of bring some lightness back into our lives. And so, you know, we just went out for the day and we kind of goofed around in the city and got lost. And we filmed whatever we came across. And we found that, you know, actually we can feel joy and some of that sorrow at the same time. And that's okay.
That's was going to be my question: is what was the genesis of that song and those lyrics? Today, sorrow brings me joy, because it doesn't sound like something that would happen.
Right. Well, I know that some people know about Counting Crows over here, not the band, but like the poem.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody in the UK knows about Counting Magpies. And it's the same poem, it's just magpies there and crows here. So 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. And so Robert was typing on his typewriter one afternoon in our family friend's house that we were staying in. He looked out the window and he saw just one magpie pecking at some bread, and he waited, and it was just the one magpie.
Just one sorrow magpie.
But I pointed out that if seeing any magpies brings you a spark of joy, then even 1 for sorrow brings you joy. And then that kind of took off from there in
I
this
like it.
grappling with those conflicting emotions that you can feel at the same time and often carry with you one under the surface or so forth.
We're going to also admire Robert's string bag made of duct tape. Like, it's not a bag that is duct taped together. It is a bag constructed of duct tape.
Yeah, indestructible.
Yeah, when that was trending, you know, remember when everyone was making wallets out of duct tape? Is that when you did that?
No, it actually, underneath there is bag.
There was a bag to
But
start with, and
it-
now there's
but
nothing of the original bag left.
They will spike through most, the ends of
Oh, yeah.
strings
Oh,
will
sure.
spike through most bags, but not duct tape.
That is good to know. So you know what I did yesterday? We had back to school night.
Congratulations.
And I didn't have a holder for my ID, which you have to wear your badge if you're in a public school. And so, a problem solver, I duct taped my badge to my shirt.
Nice.
And when my principal realized that, she absolutely fell out. She was like, "Only you." I'm like, "I follow rules."
Did you
Here we
duct
are.
tape like over your picture?
Yeah,
That's how I would have done
just
it.
like duct tape. It was not classily done, and she was just like, "This tracks. This absolutely tracks."
When needs must.
I am on the
Yes.
lookout for a new string bag.
Okay, noted.
But every time I see one, I think, oh, you know what? Actually, I think mine's okay. It just needs a bit more tape. So
Okay,
Exactly.
fair.
Well, you're all strung up there.
restrung, yeah.
All right.
So
What's next?
we'll play Come Home Molly. This was
Yeah.
the first song that we released this year. It's been a while since we released new music before we put this one out.
Yeah, we released it on the 9th on the 6th of May, but we celebrated it on the 9th at the Blue Note Grill in Durham, and it was a really great party.
Thanks to everyone who came out to that show. 1, 2, 3.
We used to write letters. Whatever happened to letter writing? I used to know intimate details of your everyday. We used to take long walks, no matter the weather. We used to just talk until there was nothing left to say. Come on home, Molly. The rooms are empty. Let's walk like ghosts through the halls of the old house. Come on home, Molly. Dusk is falling. I know that you moved on to somewhere else. We used to have a good cry. Whatever happened to bodies shaking? Used to just take the time to hold me tight. We used to have silences face in the photograph. You made me promise I would show it for you. Two of you stand in the tall grass, oh, you're so far away from the Molly I knew. Come on home, Molly. The rooms are empty. Let's walk like ghosts through the halls of the old house. Come on home, Molly.
Come on home, Molly.
Dusk is falling.
Dusk is falling.
I know that you've moved on to somewhere else. Yeah, we've all moved on. We've all moved on. We've all moved on, Molly.
That's a song with a good video too.
Great video and a great song to go along with it. It's just fun all the way through.
Everybody, I know you're enjoying this as much as we are, and you can catch this fine act locally before they start to travel across the universe, and that would be next Friday and Saturday, I believe. Tell people about that.
Yeah, next Friday and Saturday we'll be opening for Paper Hand Puppet Intervention, their summer show called The Gift.
Can't wait to see that.
Really looking
In the,
forward to
in the
it.
Forest Theatre as well. Such an amazing space.
It is a fantastic space, and them having local musicians open for them was just a brilliant move for them several years ago. And lots of local musicians in and out, and you guys are going to be amazing there.
Thank you so much, yeah.
Alicia's actually been putting a lot of work into curating that show so that you've been booking the bands.
I do the
haven't you?
booking. I've been doing the booking probably for like about 12 years, not quite all consecutively, but it's been a long while, and I love getting to see the applicants that come through. I'm never able to book everybody who I want to because there's just not enough dates.
Oh, but you do such a good job. I didn't know you were
Thank
booking the
you.
bands because I'm always thinking every time I see it, oh, I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to be there.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Yeah, and we haven't. I feel a little selfish that I've booked us for 2 gigs this year, but we haven't been able to do it since 2019.
You're making up for lost time.
Making it for lost time. That's what I'm telling myself.
And then through the first week of September, you'll have other local gigs, and then you're heading south and southwest.
Yeah, we're heading down.
I guess we're heading kind of west first, up over to Nashville.
We're teaming up with Anna Lamare, who I believe you're familiar with.
Yes.
She's based in Austin, and we met her at the Folk Alliance Southeast Regional Folk Convention, and we got a click, and so we decided to do this tour together.
Yeah. So we'll be going down from Nashville down to. We're doing a gig. We're kicking off the tour actually in Carborough at the Speakeasy on the 6th.
Nice.
And then we'll be in Nashville and Franklin, Tennessee. And then we'll be hitting up Huntsville and Columbus, Mississippi. And then New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Houston, and Austin.
Whoa.
So when you tour together, do you play a set and then she plays a set, or are you guys kind of commingling and playing together on each other's songs?
We're a bit of commingling.
do
Anna
a bit
did
of both.
some backing vocals on our upcoming album, and so she knows a couple of songs. And then we've played on one of her songs. So
And she's had me to play fiddle on some of her songs live locally when she comes through town. And so I think we'll probably do some commingling. The house show that we're doing in Baton Rouge is going to be, she's going to join us on some songs. So that's the way we're going to do that one.
Yeah, I think that collaboration is going to be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Well, we want to talk about this upcoming record here in a little bit, but mainly we're here to hear some more music, if you'd be so kind.
yeah, sure.
Well, let's sing the title track. And Anna Lamare is featured on this in the choruses along with local legend Shannon O'Connor,
All right.
who joined us on the choruses as well.
We love Shannon.
We recently saw her play at Sidetrack Lounge, and it was so good. Josh Moore opened for her.
She keeps inviting me to come see her at Sidetrack Lounge, and it's always on Friday night. And
I
kind of have a
I
gig on Friday night.
understand.
Cool spot though.
This is Over Again.
Look how far we have come from the place where we begun. Looking over my shoulder, now I can see
We're just one big family, and the history repeats. It's like your favorite feel-good show on TV.
But if you could watch it back without the laughter track, you know it ain't so funny. You know it ain't the same. I want a new silver screen. I want a brand new scene. I want to burn the script and start it over again. Come on and share in our hopes. Come on and share in our pain. One road is ending and another road begins. So come on, let's do it over again. I took a trip out west to St. Louis to wait for the eclipse and wet my head in the river so wide. I paid the ferryman to go. He only brought me to and fro. He said, I'm not ready for the other side. But I'm like a slate, cleaned and new. Yeah, I knew just what to do. I gotta shake this sorrow. I gotta break these chains. I know it's hard to change your shape, but the circle it has to break. So we try by and by to start over again. Look how we've come so far. We sleep under the stars and we dance by the waxing moon. Here on this river bend, we can wet our heads again 100 times or 100 more. It's not some cheap snake oil, it's not some magic cure-it-all, but even a snake knows when to shed its skin. 7 years can fly by, it'll flash before your eyes, and I just hope you and I can do it over again. Come on and share in our hopes, share in our hopes. Come on and share in our pain, One road is ending and another road begins. So come on, let's do it over again. Come on, let's do it over again.
A Different Thread live here in the Pass the Hat studios, and we're having the best time.
So are we.
Hey, Kirk's back.
I need to get me some water.
So, Kirk, before that song, you were starting a line of questioning around a new CD that's coming out, a new album. What do the cool kids call it these days?
We call it a record, and we always will. Well, I spending time out on your website, it looked like you've been working on these songs for a bit of time and recording them starting in the backyard and then moving all around things, and then there was a date of May 2026. So this is quite a journey. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we started when we arrived here in the
North Carolina.
US. It was about, was it a year and a half ago now? So, you know, we spent the best part of 10 years just trying to live in the same country. And so releasing music was something that we did.
One country
kind of,
was too small.
Trying to find it. Never mind.
We really released music on the fly because we had to catch these moments of like 3-month times that we could be together somewhere.
And we
And
never
so-
really like promoted it. We never had a marketing plan or anything. And so when we arrived, we knew it was time to make a new album. So we did the Kickstarter, of course, and we raised $20,000 through
Bam.
our community. And so we felt like, well, we really want to make sure we do this justice. And that, for us, meant a full marketing plan and rolling out singles one by one to help raise our awareness, just to grow our following, so that when we do drop the album, there are actually
More people will know about it.
people who can go and listen to it.
And you guys have been doing a very good job of that, bubbling up in my personal social media quite a bit over the past few months. And that kind of response to a GoFundMe just lets you know that there's a big community out there that believes in you. And that's got to
Yeah.
feel pretty good.
And No Depression
That's huge.
featured us as well, which really helped.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a big deal.
Yeah, we were on their like
Crowdfunding radar.
Crowdfunding radar.
Wow.
And so we started thinking, well, you know, we'll record this at home in our tiny house. And so we started doing that and sending the stems across to our producer in England. And he was saying, yeah, okay, it's going to be a little tricky with some of the stuff you've got, you know, to try and pad out the room a little bit more. And
Not
so,
a great deal of enthusiasm.
Yeah. And so we thought, okay, maybe we need to record some in a studio here. So we went and approached Sylvan Esso, and we went and recorded in Betty's in Chapel Hill.
Nice.
And it's an absolutely incredible studio where
Stunning.
we recorded the drums and guitars and lay down the foundation of most of the tracks there. And then we went and finished up in Bristol in the UK. And we did all the vocals in our tiny house as well. So it was kind of, we were able to relax whilst singing, as opposed to when you've paid for a studio and you all of a sudden have to pull it out of the hat, and maybe you don't feel like singing that day. Well, tough luck. You're here. You've got to do it. So the way we did it allowed us to, we would hit record in the middle of the night sometimes, or you get back from a show and you're still feeling kind of that high from the energy from the crowd. We can record then.
So how many tracks are we expecting?
There's 11 tracks on this album.
Now, May 2026, there is time for additional music to appear.
That's right.
Do you expect that?
Yeah, I mean like new songs?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have a Patreon where we test out our demos, and our patrons give us some much needed bouncing and feedback and ideas. And so then, you know, we can work out which songs are gonna fit on the next album. So we already have the next 2 albums written pretty much.
Potentially.
Oh my God.
Excellent.
We haven't done the crowdfunder for
We
those.
just don't have haven't recorded them, don't have the money. But we'll figure it out. And
we'll figure it out.
in the meantime, we'll be releasing about every 6 to 8 weeks. We'll be releasing a new single
Good
from
plan.
the new album.
That
So-
is
Yeah,
a
that,
good plan.
that it works really well. Staying on top of social media, something new
Yeah,
every
consistent,
few to
sustained
several weeks.
promotion.
Yeah.
It's kind of the game that we decided to play for a little bit, and it seems to be working well. So
Good.
Well, on the
Well-
radio,
Yeah, we've got you right now. And so keep on
Glad to be
playing us
here.
some music. We want to hear more.
So we'll play a song Alicia wrote on the ukulele. This is a baritone uke. Should we maybe reposition this microphone?
that seems like a good idea. We weren't entirely clear on the instrumentation.
Do you want me to get that?
Should we play the song, the new song for?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay,
For
well
Kirk?
we'll do an unreleased song from our Patreon.
We're gonna sing you one of our unknown songs. Yeah.
For you guys watching the live stream, that is Kirk Ridge, the roadie for tonight's show.
Just part of the show.
That's how live radio happens.
Sure.
It's good. Yeah.
Thank you, Kurt.
2. 1, 2, 3.
I keep a little fire burning. I keep a bank of memories. I keep time in my own way, but always late for things. Keep on going through the motions. Keep on moving through the pain. And I keep my loved ones with me, even when I walk away. Keep on going to the river. Keep on diving in. See the little ripples ever wider as I swim. Going to the river, diving in again. See the ripples ever wider as I swim. I keep fighting that good fight, and I keep my head held high. I keep one eye open and the other on the prize. Keep on reaching out for freedom. Keep on reaching out for love. Like Our Lady on the water, will we ever have enough? Keep on going to the river. Keep on diving in. See little ripples ever wider as I swim. Going to the river, diving in again. See the ripples ever wider as I swim. I keep climbing up that mountain, one step forwards, 2 steps back. Though I know my way is thick and steep, and it's hard to stay on track. But I'll keep dancing to the music, to the rhythm of my drum. And I know that you will keep it up, even after I am gone. Keep on going to the river, keep on diving in. See little ripples ever wider as I swim. Going to the river, diving in again. I keep on going to the river, diving in again. I keep on going to the river, diving in again. See the ripples ever wider as I swim. See the ripples ever wider as I swim.
Really like that. Robert, you've been obviously hanging around North Carolina way too long because all of a sudden you're playing bluegrass.
Dude, I've been listening to bluegrass and particularly Piedmont blues long before I met Alicia.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crazy to think that I live here now.
And this year we did get to participate in the band competition at Merlefest.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
And by the end of that weekend, Robert was like, I need a variety of music. I need more of a variety than this.
I found my limit. I found my bluegrass limit.
Alicia,
3 days.
baritone ukulele is same fingering as guitar, correct?
Yes, it's tuned like a guitar, just missing those 2 lower strings.
So people who might want to try their hand at ukulele, Kim, like you and me, that might not be a bad place to start. Well,
There's
Might not be a good
no
place
bad
to
place to start with a ukulele.
I don't know. Instead of learning all new fingering with those little, and plus they're so tiny, those little things.
Well, the
true,
funny thing with the other ukuleles, with the traditional ukuleles, the fingering, the shapes are the same. They're just making chords you're not expecting.
Different sounds,
It's like when someone hands me a viola, and I'm like, well, I can
as one does.
play it because I can play the fiddle, but I'm not able to predict what key we're in. Or worse, someone hands me a fiddle that's been tuned in like open D, and then I really can't predict what's going to happen.
Well, everybody, we are approaching the top of the hour, and why not say we are WHUP LP Hillsboro. The show is Past the Hat. The station is, I don't know what the station is because we're all on the internet now, but that would be WHUPFM.org.
Yes, it would be.
Bob, we are not just there on the radio on WHUPFM.org, where our show and dozens of others stream all day long, all week long, but we also are out there doing multimedia. Tell the people where they, if they're listening just to audio, where they might see the second half of the show in beautiful video.
That's right. If you're just listening to the audio, boy, howdy, are you missing out because these guys look good. We do live stream during our live stream segment, which is 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern, the middle hour of our show. And you can catch that live stream on your favorite live streaming services, on your favorite streaming services, and your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Facebook and Twitch keep streams for 2 weeks. YouTube keeps them forever. So not only can you watch this live stream now, you could spend the next, 80 hours or so, probably more, just watching all of the previous live streams. There's a wonderful archive out there.
We've been here for 10 years, so all 10 years are archived on HUPFM.org. Hit shows, scroll down to Past the Hat, but there are probably 500 or more shows, the videos from them out there. But Robert, if you were listening to Bob talking tongues, do we say boy howdy in England?
Not really, no.
I'm still
I think
trying
Mickey
to...
Mouse has said it once. In the past.
Just once. Well, speaking of the live stream, Ben Spiller says, these two are so good. And Rhea Aris says, hey.
Hey, Bria.
Actually, she says, you guys are amazing. Which,
Bob?
yeah, we all knew that.
We're fortunate to have an hour two sponsor. How about telling us about that?
But that's right. Can one of y'all reach that little cardboard box in front of you? Because support for this second hour of Past the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. Every guest on Past the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthews, and we know that's the only reason they really ever want to be here. We don't know what's in the box. We know that it's wonderful, and congratulations on your wonderful box of chocolate, y'all. So we are, to reset, we're starting the second hour of the show, the second half hour of our live segment with A Different Thread. And you can learn more at adifferentthread.com. In fact, go over to the tour tab and look at all the places they're going to be playing, because you're going to want to find one because they are awesome. And to give you a sense of the awesomeness, they're going to play another song.
Yeah. Sweeten the bird.
Yeah.
This one is our next single, so this one's going to be coming out on Friday the 5th of September. You guys get a little sneak peek.
Boy howdy.
Oh boy. Have you seen the old town? Like a record with the needle down. You can think you're playing it. The more you do, the more it skips. And you'll be begging for another turn. The sweet comes with the burn. Walking on a knife edge, wondering why I'm not dead yet. 'Cause it's something that you can't refuse. I paid Charlie just to be excused, but I'll be begging for dancing with me all night and tell me that it's alright. But I'm still begging for another turn. The sweet comes with the burn. 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 It's a lesson that I never learned. Yeah. The sweet comes with the burn. The sweet comes with the burn. The sweet comes with the.
They're trying to trick us.
They totally tricked me.
Those are tricky people.
A different thread live here on Pass the Hat. We've been talking a little bit about, we're talking a lot about touring that and dates you have coming up. But we know you've also played quite a bit in England too and Europe. I'm wondering how touring and playing overseas is different than here.
Yeah. Well, it's a funny thing. England has a strange attitude towards live music that I struggle with sometimes. Not always, but it's almost like it's considered part of the entertainment industry. It can be harder for people to appreciate the community aspect of music and the medicinal aspect of live music. Those things I find are very much appreciated in this part of the States, in Ireland, in Scotland and Wales. We found people come out to a show and they know that even if they didn't enjoy the music, they're still going to show up and support what's happening because it's good for the community.
Right.
It's good for themselves. It's good for everyone involved. Whereas I feel like in some parts of England, there's like I come up and go like, oh, do you know any Ed Sheeran? You know.
There's a bit of, I think sometimes it feels like we're just an extension of the service industry over there, and that can be a little confusing because we've been booked to play our own music, and then there's just kind of this like, how about this song? How about that song? Not that that never happens here.
I've got theories about why there is this difference, and my hot take is that England was kind of spoiled by very free or cheap concerts. If you go back to the Stones and the Beatles, you know, it was free often, or it was very cheap to get in, and they relied on record sales to make the money, or the record label did. And perhaps it spoiled us over there a little bit to the point where we're a bit more reluctant to part with cash for a gig. We actually had a really good tour, and the turnout was amazing for our shows.
I was going to say, that being said, we have really great communities across the UK that show up for us
like
in
starting
really
out,
incredible
musicians
ways.
who haven't been playing that long, it's a bit of an uphill battle. You know, playing in pubs and stuff can be quite brutal over there.
That is exactly the opposite of what I expected to hear. I expected you to say that touring in the U.S. is much more brutal and much more living hand to mouth, trying to get through it, and that in the UK you felt more like you were gainfully employed and just moving off to
I'm
place to
massively
place.
generalizing.
I
of
feel like
course,
it's
you know.
pretty similar.
Really?
Robert feels like there's this bigger difference than I personally feel. I feel like it's pretty similar, and from the booking side of it, we're averaging pretty similarly over there as we are
Okay.
over here.
Except the towns in the U.S. are a little farther apart, maybe.
Bit more driving.
A lot of
Definitely more driving. Though we managed to rack up around 3,000 miles in the
3.5,
UK, which
yeah.
means we just went in a lot of circles.
Sounds like it. Wow.
That is a lot of driving
was
in the
35
UK.
shows in 2 months as well. We did a very intense tour.
That's
We're still recovering.
oh, that's like a show every 2 days. That's
Yeah, every other
That's
day.
the
a lot.
average. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, we're going to ask you to play some more, and
Yeah.
we're going to add to that intensity. Can you play us
Yes.
another song?
Let's beat these guys down a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is a song I wrote about depression, which is a thing that I have. And before it was diagnosed and I had that word to call it, I would just kind of describe in my own head that I was just a deep water fish.
Huh.
And so this song is called Deep Water Fish. I feel like I'm drowning. That's how I talk about it. And you can't see anything I'm drowning in. And you say I'm a beacon. It's just hard to believe it. But I feel like one of those anglerfish. I'm afraid when I shine, it's just a trick of the light. I'm no more than a spark sent to lure you into the dark. Well, I'm not like Polaris, steadfast in her brightness. I guess I'm more like lightning. I'll strike, then I'm gone. I can light up the sky. I'm just not always so bright. And you can't rely on me guiding you home. I'm afraid when I shine, it's just a trick of the light. I'm no more than a spark sent to lure you into the dark. I know that it's not true. I know I'm shining with you. Sometimes I still feel like a deep water fish. And phosphorescence is our biggest defense against all this darkness down here in the Mariana Trench. I'm afraid when I shine, it's just a trick of the light. I'm no more than a spark sent to lure you into the dark. But you tell me, you know the dark, there are times when you lost your spark and you don't have to shine all of the time. It's exhausting. You're not alone. Sometimes light guide you home. Oh, 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 I will guide you home. Oh, oh, I'll guide you home.
I've heard depression described similarly to that. Were you able to describe it as you did before you got the name for it?
Before I got depression for it?
Yeah, like before it was medicalized, you said this
Yeah.
is how I used to describe myself. And so now does that description still seem accurate now that it's been medicalized?
Sort of. I mean, I see what I've carried it with me for a really long time partially because I had quite a few friends when I was a teenager and starting to try to put words to this. I wasn't speaking to anybody about them. They were words in my own head. And I had quite a few friends who were experiencing depression in a more visible way.
Mm-hmm.
And they were already getting treatment for it. And so I thought that's what depression is. So I don't have depression because it's not displaying in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just am a deep water fish.
I love the metaphor.
Yeah.
And so it's been nice to have this like underlying suspicion that in my 20s and 30s now I've kind of been like, probably I have this thing, and probably I'm not just a deep water fish in my head, and so there was relief that came with a diagnosis, but it's also not the kind of thing that you really want confirmed.
You
I understand that.
Fair.
Definitely have your own light source that you've learned to carry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody, we are here enjoying our time tremendously with A Different Thread. You can learn all about them and their travels and their upcoming recording on adifferentthread.com. Alicia Best, Robert Jackson. You are both individually wonderful songwriters, but you've been collaborating, playing one another's music here for quite a while. Is there co-writing happening? And if so, is that different than writing by yourselves?
Yeah.
Yes, and every time we co-write, it's different.
It's never the same twice, yeah.
So one of you comes up with maybe some chords or a hook or a little bit of a poem or something, or all those things?
Yeah, I think generally it's been that, either I've got some chords or some lyrics and I'm looking for like, what is this song about? And Alicia has been really good at going, it sounds like you're singing about this. How about we write some more about that? And then with you, I guess it's been more like you've got a song and you've wanted some of my input on it.
It's usually like, you could say that in fewer words to me, or like, or how could you say that in fewer words? And let's add these chords that you don't even know how to play on the ukulele in the bridge, or that sort of thing. Really helps in the shape of the song. And with Robert, it's a lot of, with Robert's songs, if he brings a song to me for shaping, it's a lot of like asking him questions about what the song is about, not just saying like, it's about this.
I don't know what it's about.
But he often doesn't know what it's about.
Well, now that you've sort of had your methodology defined over a number of different songs, does this process now like take a long time? Do songs like might take months or never get finished, or do they wham? Okay, we got it.
I think once we set our minds to it, we work pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's actually making time to write these days, what with all of the social media and stuff that we've been doing.
We did
been hard.
during the pandemic as well, when we were in Sheffield, we participated online to the Doodad Farms 1 minute song competition.
Yes, I remember that.
And we were actually I had it on the calendar, and I kept saying, "Oh, we should do this. Oh, we should do this," and we kept putting it off, And then it was about 5 hours
Before the
before
deadline.
the deadline,
And we thought, well, we
Well,
better
I
set
guess
pen
let's
to
do
paper.
it. and so
We wrote a brand new song.
we wrote a brand new song.
Back and forth, just like, there wasn't an idea that existed before. It was 50-50 collaboration on the spot kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's really fun. I love doing that with you. It's all fun. It's all great. But there is something special about only being responsible for half of the song and it almost taking on a life of its own, as it comes out.
Sort of bigger than the sum of its parts kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also that you can't, you kind of have to let go. There's definitely a letting go of where if you might realize that you're kind of trying to steer a song in a certain direction, but when you've got more than one brain and heart and soul involved in making that song, you can't really, that outcome is going to be its own thing. It's going to be the meeting of the two. And the song we started with tonight, the Sorrow Brings Me Joy, we wrote that song together. And that was kind of a culmination of, the starting point was all of our poetry about magpies after Robert saw the magpie out the window. And then Over Again, which we also already sang tonight, which is the title track off of the album that's coming out in May. That song, we had enough songs to make an album. We had enough songs to make 2 albums, but the collection of songs that we'd chosen, we kind of needed one more that didn't yet exist. And Robert had this chorus that had kind of come the first time we tested out the microphone for the guitar in the studio, in our tiny house.
Yeah, it was time to test the microphones, and so set them up and press record, and I went, right, oh, what am I going to play? I'll play whatever. So I just did this, And I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds all right. And then the more I listened to it, the more I thought, oh, it's a song that's trying to come out here. And we wrote it in the studio with just a few hours before we had to leave. And yeah, it just kind of, the pressure cooker kind of just made it form and come out.
Are you going to play that song now?
We already
we did
played,
our
that was
you already did.
yeah.
Over Again. That was the third.
But everyone will have to rewind the video.
To the extent that you believe songs are there, and a lot of songwriters do already, and you just kind of alluded to that.
Catch 'em.
I think these songs are kind of refreshed by having both of you work together to bring them along. It's great insights. So I appreciate that.
Good question.
We have a bit of time left. We do want to have Bob.
Yeah. Peace and
Be
love.
prepared.
Beam me up.
Is that a 2
I
minutes
am
or
the
one more, or
president.
2 more songs?
Probably 2 more songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Always leaving.
Yeah.
All right, another one from the upcoming album. Son has a bit of a sing-along chorus, so feel free to join us.
Bob,
I'll leave
that's
your
you.
mic on, Kim.
I'm always leaving, got one foot out the door. Leave them wanting, leave wanting more. At least I know I'll never be the one who's left alone when the day is done. I'm always leaving just to say goodbye. I'm always leaving to say goodbye. Checking out always so soon.
Doesn't matter if pushing snooze.
I'm out of time, out on the street. I miss you before we even meet. I'm always leaving just to say goodbye. I'm always leaving to say goodbye. Where you going? staying?
I won't be for long.
Come and get it. Dinner is ready. Won't you stay and break that bread? He said, I'm always leaving just to say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
I'm always leaving to say goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
I'm always leaving just to say goodbye. I'm always leaving to say goodbye. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. Just say goodbye.
I'm always leaving just to say goodbye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm always leaving to say goodbye.
That was fun.
Appreciate you singing along there, Kim.
Kim is good at those kind of
Bob,
things.
I saw Bob singing along too.
Yeah, but my mic was off.
Rude. No, that was, yes, it was a sing along. That was fun.
Yes, it was. That is a
Enjoyed that.
fantastic song.
That's a sentiment we can all relate to as well. Y'all, we've got time for one more song,
Awesome.
and we are pumped.
We're gonna do another of the songs off the new album. I think we should do Amaranth.
I'm not.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we did the Prophet last time.
Wow.
Hard
You
to
know-
remember.
Yeah, you don't want to do it same song in a year.
One of the side hustles that we do is selling Christmas trees in New York City. In,
I remember that. I
November,
love
December.
this.
And if you look carefully in the city, you can see this plant growing through the sidewalk. It's called
Up
amaranth.
through the cracks of buildings,
And it's bright red, and
reaching
its
for the sunlight even in the dead of winter.
its Latin name is Love Lies Bleeding, and it's steeped in poetry and folklore. And this song is called Amaranth, named after the plant.
Brought on as ballast, shipped from the south. You and I don't belong on these city streets, but you keep growing through the cracks. You grow through all of these broken things. Amaranth, you're not alone. Love lies bleeding bright red through the winter. Brooklyn rising up gray all around her, unfading flowers. Amaranth. Well, maybe I was already gone, and I guess I thought it was fine to live my life on the run and not even know I was dying. Amaranth, you're not alone. Love lies bleeding bright red through the winter. Brooklyn rising up gray all around her, unfading flowers. I buried myself under the snow. Yeah, I used to think spring could save me. Well, the thing is, what I know now is only I can do the saving. Amaranth, you're not alone. Love lies bleeding bright red through the winter. Brooklyn rising up gray all around her. Unfading flower.
You all have been listening to A Different Thread. Go see them locally. Where's your next gig?
Our next gig locally is at Paper Hand Puppet Intervention.
Next
All right.
Friday
Friday,
and Saturday.
The 29th and Saturday the 30th.
We have got a few other local gigs, so do check out the website as well.
That
All
is
right.
adifferentthread.com. Click on the tours tab and see all of the fantastic places they're playing.
We're going to now turn off the live stream, so wave goodbye. But don't go away, everyone. Let's tell you what to do before you do that. Go to WHUPFM.org, hit that Listen Live button, or go to the TuneIn app at 107.4 WHUP, or go to Radio Garden and look for us on the map in little old Hillsborough, North Carolina.
Because we've got a playlist from A Different Thread that we're going to be playing for the next 28 minutes or so. They're going to provide some intros and outros, and in fact, give us do you know what the first song? And
Yeah.
give us a quick intro.
Absolutely, yeah. This is by Ondara, and it's called Saying Goodbye.